Fire in the hole! In this video we're taking a look at the vessel, the RV Walrus. Now it's a starter base sized boat that contains a helicopter, advanced features, and a little cabin. So come along as we take a tour and I'll show you some of the features. Here we are with the RV Walrus in the starter base, and as you could see, there's a rear deck with an LX-14 helicopter. It's a 6-passenger helicopter. The front cab of the vessel contains the control area and a little cabin beneath. Now the advantage of this vessel is that it can start in the, or it can be spawned in the starter base, as well as obviously other bases, but that kind of gives it a potentially useful edge because it can be actually used as a starter boat for career mode. Now it is quite advanced electronically. It has autopilot, GPS, radar, weather, and cameras and things, so it's an advanced vessel and it's high speed. I mean, we're going at 53 knots right now. If we push this nose up, we get it to 60 and the nose is kind of out of the water. It's a little less stable, good for when it's calm seas. So here we are going 60 knots. It has automatic stabilization beneath, as all my more advanced vessels do, but it does not have the maneuver mode because it is smaller. It has the hold heading feature that was added with the autopilot that has the trip calculator. So that's an update that this vessel has, or that all my vessels have. It's just a microcontroller that I updated. So this seat is the navigator, and they have GPS or GPS guided autopilot with the delay and the helicopter landing sensor. So if you do take off on the helicopter, you can make the vessel stop if you're tracking beneath it. Now also there's a radar station here and the same rear camera. So if we turn off the autopilots, also there's a manual generator start here and anchor controls. So even though it's a small vessel, you do have an anchor on the side here. Now granted, it only works if the seabed is not so deep. So in this case it doesn't want to work because the seabed is more than, it's a small smaller medium-sized winch, so I think it's 30 meters only that it goes down, so it doesn't want to deploy here. On the rear deck we have a little repair station for the helicopter. You can unlock the engine hatch, which is actually located beneath the helicopter right there, but that's where the engine can be repaired. Now this vessel has one single large diesel engine, not modular, but that's what pushes this thing to go this fast. Now otherwise, in the little cab here we have our thermostat, we have a little sitting area and a bench here for survivors. Down here is a cabin. You got 2 bunks on either side with equipment, a little kitchenette, and a little research workstation here. This is a research vessel. And then down here is the equipment room. So here you have all sorts of different type of equipment, including scuba diving gear. Here you can also purge air from the fuel tank or allow reserve tank fueling. So right now we have 0 in the reserve, but you could fill that up more. The downside is obviously that the vessel will settle down into the water and be a little less stable and possibly want to not tip over because it'll be rear heavy, but it'll just it'll be slower and more lumbering. There we go. Now there's a generator hatch here that also you could unlock and use it to repair the generator. You got a rear winch I was showing here. And otherwise, that's it. Now the helicopter does not have the auto summon feature that the helicopters that are paired with the vessels usually have. My reason for that is because this boat is fairly small. You probably don't want to leave it go too far from it, just because it's still not a huge ship. That said, I may add the summon feature in future updates if I so desire. So we can get that in, power this thing down. So that's pretty much it. You have your fuel tank here for filling it up, and here you have fuel out for pumping fuel into the helicopter, as well as charging the helicopter here. Now if we make our way into the cab, let's see if we can find a mini mission to do. So we just got word of a new emergency that we will make our way to. In this case, we'll use the autopilot to take us right to it. Enter and send us. So now it'll take us a minute to get there. And because we know it's a tugboat with a fire, 3 casualties, let's kit up on some firefighting gear. We'll take some life-saving gear. And I've added this here where we have a weapon. So we don't have a pistol, but we'll take some C4 with us, because if the target is not salvageable with the fire extinguisher, my backup is just to sink it, and that way you get a derelict out of the water. It's not blocking other seafaring traffic. Nope. Did we just hit that? Well, we didn't sustain any damage. That was stupid. The GPS or the autopilot didn't stop the boat. I thought we were gonna smack right into it. Alright, where are the casualties? We got one guy in the back. That could have ended poorly right off the bat, jeez. So, this guy here, we'll take him with us, throw him in our boat. I'll just leave him back here for now, as I find the rest of these guys. Luckily it's nice weather. Unless there's someone else in the water, these guys may be all inside. Let's try to rescue them. Oh no. Incapacitated. Okay, we got one. And let's try to revive them right away. Good. You sit here. Grab my fire extinguisher and try to go back, save the third person. How's this guy doing for health? Doing good. Okay, last person. Okay, little kitchen. Oh, another incapacitated. We got them in good time. Alright, we'll chuck this, chuck them, restore them to health. There we go. We can bring the third guy in. And so I don't know the proper seafaring protocol with a vessel on fire. Must not be to just throw some dynamite in it. But what I like to do is just that. That way the mission gets accomplished. And that way the boat is not struck by another vessel that's passing. So let's make our way a little further away here. And then we'll see if we can sink her. Go to a safe distance to watch. We got our three people. So, fire in the hole. Is that enough to sink it? Hopefully. What we could also do is get over there and assist it to sink a little faster. I could also lob a grenade in. Just try not to catch our ship on fire here. Alright. Oh, we did have a pistol right here. So, we take this off. We'll put back our detonator. We'll grab the grenade. Okay. Make our way over here. Actually, we do... Oh, yeah, she's going down. Let's lob a grenade in there for good measure. Oh, let's take our boat away before we catch on fire. But it does seem that it's sinking and the water is pouring into that back area. Yeah. Beautiful. I mean, terrible to laugh at this, but hey, let's see if we put the fire out. And if we accomplish the mission of the fire. But that is good. At the bottom of the ocean, it's not going to bother anyone. We may have not opened the doors to the bridge. Well, no matter. We got these survivors, and we could take them to the hospital. So, I hope you enjoyed my video and my destruction of a random lifeboat. Stay tuned for more, and happy Stormworksing.